I've had a lot of people recommend this game to me, so I'm excited to check it out. It looks really good. Okay, before I get into playing though, I should tell you that this is sponsored content. I'm being sponsored tonight by Redboon, who are the developers or the publishers? Probably a thing I should know. Of Knock on the Coffin lid. They would like me to draw comparisons between the game and Slay the Spire. This is a game that is deliberately inspired by Slay the Spire, and they think it can be compared favorably to it, which is excited to find out more. Every action has a consequence. The game is easy to learn, but hard to master. It has high replayability, and it's beautiful. With that said, let's just play it for a while. Tutorial's meant to be like an hour and a half, so I might like try to do the tutorial and then play another hour and a half past it or something. Although often on stream the tutorial takes longer than they say it's going to take. Turn on hints. This is a tutorial that will introduce you to the game. You can go through it without hints or skip it in the game menu. Would you like to play it with hints? Yeah, sure. Is your path, there are 4 events on it. There's a regular battle, a camp, a vendor, and an elite battle. You are here. Left click on the regular battle icon to start the first event. Alright, your turn. Invaders, get off our land. We leave when we've cleansed this land of filth. There's no filth here but you. Oh my gosh, they have strike and defend. This is a brother of fire or something. Here's his health. Runs out, you will lose. Here's your ally. If they die, you'll lose them forever. Okay, so this is us, and this is our ally, and we have permadeath, but if our ally dies, we just lose our ally. We don't lose the run. These are your enemies. They are demon worshippers. They have effects. At the end of the turn, gain 1 block for each armor. Upon taking health damage from attacks, lose an armor. So it's like plated armor and Slay the Spire. Studying enemy effects is the first thing you should do in battle if you don't want unpleasant surprises. These cards are your combat skills. Each card has an energy cost and use of energy. This is your energy. It replenishes at the start of each turn. Start with 4 energy. For different card types, these are attack cards. They differ in that they deal damage to the enemy. They differ in how they deal damage to the enemy, probably. Play all attack cards in your hand. Do this. Drag a card from your hand to the enemy. Is there... Can I press 2? Second now. What is this, by the way? That is number 3. I'm not allowed to mouse over that yet. Did I not change category? You are correct. Alright. If I run out of energy, click end turn to pass the turn to the enemy. My ally has given us strength. My ally is almost dead. Not really. Little bit dead. You're accused of demon worshipping. Don't tell me who to worship. Pay attention to the enemy's intention. He's about to attack you. The numbers indicate the amount of damage he's going to deal. Hover the cursor of the enemy to find out the target of their attack. Enemy will attack your hero, you need to defend yourself. These are skill cards. Unlike attacks, they don't deal damage. Skills in your hand provide block. Play them. Increase block from guards by what? Like forever? Wild stuff. The start of your turn, all block is removed. Click on end turn to pass the turn to the enemy. Alright. Oh, this is evasion. So it's blocking the next 3 attacks, presumably. Miss. Burn ethereal if left in hand, gain miss. The enemy added a status card to your deck. Statuses are harmful cards that clutter your hand and have a negative effect. At the end of the battle, all status cards removed from the deck. Alright. It's Bernal again? This is Bernal? Going down, we have powerful patrons. Oh my. We do not seem to like each other very much. Your cards come into your hand from the deck. To look through your deck, left click on it. This is my hand next turn. Alright. Return to battle, left click on the X button. Oh. Yep. One is going to attack you, which means it's perfect time to play a talent card. Talent cards differ in that after playing, they are removed from the game until the end of the battle. Play a talent card. Upon taking health damage, gain a strength. Click a power. Your hero has gained an effect given by the talent card. Hover over it to read the description of the effect. Yep. And then I play a card. Cards from your hand go to your discard pile. To view discarded cards, left click the discard pile. Sure. Can I press escape? Are there hotkeys? I hope there are hotkeys. Good. Bad luck. If left in hand, burn a random card. Enemy added a curse into your deck. Curses are harmful cards that clutter your hand and have a negative effect. Unlike status cards, curses aren't removed from the deck at the end of the battle. Oh. Okay. That is a relevant thing. Hover over burn to read its effect. When played, it is removed from the remainder of the combat. Yep. Makes sense. It's fascinating to see how people build a tutorial for a game like this these days. Because like when Slay the Spire came out, a lot of the concepts in it were really brand new, and now it's like, I think last year there were 1,300 roguelikes added to Steam or something like that. So people who play games like this have probably played a game like this before, you know? Cards like this don't get discarded upon playing, but do get burnt. You burn cards, click the flame icon. Sure. You have item bonuses, hover over them to read the descriptions. I have a sword which says gain 1 attack damage per strength. Oh. It says if I have more than 80% HP, I gain 2 strength. You have potions that can be used in battle. Use the armor elixir. Okay. Beat the enemies to continue training. Completely evade the next instance of attack if it deals HP damage. At the end of turn, gain 1 block for each armor. They're not attacking though. The Slave of the Inquilines. Alright. Deal 13 damage 2 times. And undo this, I guess. Effort, you need to go back in timeout. You have only just escaped timeout. You have food and water and litter. Do you need timeout again? You are having a bad day? Maybe a little nap and timeout would make you feel better? Haven't read this stuff. We have strength. Gain strength if enemy takes damage from burning. Deals damage and inflicts shatter. Have all block and heal gained from skills. Do I have lethal? Probably not. I'll just get rid of bad luck. Characters all have really long arms. You know? You're not wrong. Interesting. What does it mean? So I have 2 defends, which make all my defends block for 1 more for the rest of the fight. Oh, I also have lunges that make my lunges for more for the rest of the fight. I have, in fact, read my cards sometimes. How do I see who this is attacking? Oh, okay. Doesn't come up immediately. feels like lots of health. It is the tutorial, so I'm not sure if the numbers are like what you would usually have. Also, I don't know if this is like an actual starter deck or... not. Choose reward. As a reward, you can receive one card of your own choice from the 3 offered. Choose the card you like and click on take. If none of the cards suit you, click on skip. What is ethereal? Burn at the end of turn if it remains in hand. What is insubstantiality? A buffer charge, basically. This one's rare. I mean, you gotta take the rare, right? Ooh, I got an elven sword. I don't know what it does, though. Open your inventory to change your weapon. Equip your hero with a new sword. Hover the cursor over the sword. Hold the left mouse button and drag it from the inventory onto the hero. When do I find out what it does? You can use some consumables in the inventory menu to do this. Left click on the item and press use. Well, how do I find out? I don't like the tutorial right now. Okay, this is my deck. Very good. We just saw all of this in the fight we played. The day went well. We burned 2 villages to the ground. These people are not worthy of pity. They let contagious filth enter their homes. Demons will devour their souls and enslave their bodies. They can't be saved. We came to the walls of the castle. It's the citadel of nightmares. At night, I was haunted by anxious thoughts. The real battle is close, but the reinforcements are still not here. I went by way of the rotten bog. What could have gone wrong? That is a bit of a run-on paragraph. You can rest, restore health, or train to upgrade a card. Click on train. Dear diary, burned 2 villages to the ground. You know. Choose a card you want to upgrade by left-clicking on it. I want to upgrade my rare card. If you like the suggested upgrade, click confirm, or click back. I am down for a +10 block on it. Wait, it costs 2 now. Oh, I just noticed it costs 2 now. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that then. Despite the war, trade doesn't stop. Here is your gold. On the left are your items. Items on the black background are from your inventory, and the yellow background are items equipped by your hero. On the right are the vendor's items. All items have a price indicator. To buy an item, drag it from the vendor's items to your items. Sell unnecessary weapons. Take a closer look at what is available for sale. Notice the set icon. When equipping the hero with 2 more items from the same set, you'll get set bonuses. Oh! It's like, it also has teamfight tactics. What are they called? Origins? Wait for Godo. Hey, I am Erk. It's Brotato. Hover over the cursor blah, 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 to see the set of bonuses. Alright, Alvin Amulet. Gain an energy and 4 evasion. If there's no block at the end of the turn, gain 1 evasion. What's evasion? Whoa. Wait. I wasn't done. Some items add item cards into your deck. Hover the cursor of the item to see its item cards. Item cards stay in your deck as long as your hero is equipped with that item. Gain 5 strength and 5 agility. Ends enemy's life. Extends the owner's life. Deal 6 damage to gain an evasion. Times 2. Deal damage equal to 30% of the target's current HP. Times 1. Okay. As you remember, you have a curse in your deck. To get rid of it, click on the remove card. Note the service isn't free and the cost increases after each removed card. Wait, I thought I already removed it. Oh. That, like, actually... Oh. That stays, like, after the fight. Wow. When you're done shopping, click on the X button in the bottom right corner of the screen to return to the world map. I think I want to buy this. What is evasion? We can't... Ottawa, is it like a key? I want to read what evasion is. but I can't. All right. What else? A hat? Oh, it's brimstone. I'm down for a brimstone. I already have a weapon, so I guess we're done now. Should I buy a potion? I could buy a potion. Should I remove a card? We could remove one of our lunges. Or one of our guards. Mallet is kind of a bad card. Just remove Mallet. Yeah. I don't know. Is it bad? It's probably not that bad. I probably shouldn't have removed it. Draw 2 cards of your choice. That's fun. I'll buy some potions as well. Alright. I'm done. Mallet is good with the mask I bought. Is it? The tutorial is over. The final battle awaits you when you're ready for a click on the last event. I don't know if it is. On the second day, we met with those for whom we came, the demons. It was easy and pleasant to kill the servants. They are not our equals. We've prepared all our lives for battle with their masters. However, there were too many demons. They pressed on without a break, and we fought without rest. We took down a few demons, but their place was taken by creatures larger and stronger. When first cries for help were heard, I felt that we would not win that fight. Mallet is sword boomerang, but it costs 2 and strike deals 4 more at the start. And also we have cards that make strikes deal more damage, but not Mallet. So like, it's like sword boomerang if sword boomerang were really bad. And ethereal. I will run to the rescue. We decided to stick together until the end and not retreat. Single step. The Brotherhood of Fire cannot be broken. Oh, look at my face. Oh no, they're multi-attackers. That's unlucky. In fairness, there was no way to know. Being attacked for 33. Hey, that's 33. It has evasion times 3. Upon playing an attack gains armor. It's 1 damage per strength. This one has more strength, but this one is more defensive. I guess we kill the one with more strength first then. Why do I have 5 energy? Wait, what? Gain 1 energy and 4 evasion. Wait, that's broken. Alright, cool. I'm sorry, now you have 13 strength and 29 armor? I'm not sure I'm meant to win this one. This kind of feels like a streamer is meant to lose kind of moment. Okay, but now they only hit for 50. That's surmountable, right? Surely that'll be fine. Alright, we almost killed them. Our ally is intensely dead, yeah. Just very not alive anymore. Why did they get more armor when I hit them? On playing an attack gains armor. At the end of the turn, changes to defend yourself. When I play an attack, it gains armor? Is that what it means? I think it means when I play an attack, it gets armor. And then it changes to defend yourself. Upon playing a skill, gains strength. At the end of the turn, changes to attack. Oh, okay. I now understand what those mean. Okay, I could probably do slightly better in the fight the second time around. Kind of feels like I would still lose. Well, almost. Forgive us, Mortis. We let you down. No, it's fine. Reinforcement didn't come. We can't manage without them. I know, you've done everything you could. And that's enough. Calm down and hold on for a bit. Help will come soon. At least I hope so. Ooh, cutscene. Okay. Is the volume a bit high, by the way? Maybe a bit high. Terrible. You will wish you were in the coffin. Let's start on, I mean, okay, we should probably just start on terrible. I'll lose, that's fine.
Oh, my head's splitting.
Wait.
What's going on?
This is a good question.
I don't even know where to start. What are you interested in the most right now?
Where are we?
Somewhere between the elven fortifications and the heathlands, in the tomb of Ingvar.
There isn't enough Heath in the world anymore.
Ingvar's dead? What happened to him?
The wine you brought on the trip was poisoned. Ingvar, Venadis, Bjorn, they're all dead.
Go on and tell me, why should I believe you?
It's easy to see I'm telling the truth because their coffins are next to yours. You all died. I've brought you back to life. You're welcome.
Who poisoned the wine? Was it you?
Me? Why would I kill you only to resurrect you?
Who are you anyway? And what do you want from me?
You may call me Mortis. You don't owe me anything. Just go home.
Not so fast. Do you know who poisoned the wine? How much time has passed? And if Ingvar's dead, then who is ruling the Northern Gate?
Too many questions, Percival.
Does that surprise you? Why did you bring me back? What about the others?
All in good time. I'll tell you when we meet again.
I'll figure things out on my own. I'm not so sure I want to meet you again.
Okay.
I'm afraid this is inevitable. Safe journeys.
Is it Meow? Are those the other characters I can start as? Oh, we're back again.
My head. Damn it. What the hell is going on here?
Every time you die, you come back here. I could have told you from the start, but I wanted it to be a surprise.
Well, I suppose it's better than eternal oblivion. Go on. Are there any more surprises?
You've moved back, not in space, but in time. Everything that happened after your resurrection hasn't happened yet.
So what now? Should I start over? You promised to answer my questions.
All right, one thing at a time. Tell me everything you remember.
They sure have created narrative justification for you being in a roguelike. Well, that is a lot of nodes.
So I set out, feeling a vague anxiety, confused and discouraged. I couldn't even imagine how much things had changed, and I had no idea of the dangers that were awaiting me.
You're a warrior. You're used to dangers. Don't blame me. Any story must have an element of surprise in it.
All right. Meet with Sigismund. Sigismund will not let his brother's murder go unpunished. Today we'll find the guilty parties and punish them. This is the number of each node on the map, I guess? Is that Sigismund? What is that? Huh? It shows me all the ways I could reach that in the least number of moves or something? Alright, well, we'll go over here. That seems like the place to go. I would like to go to an elite fight on the way. Where are the elite fights? Oh. Wait, what? Those are question marks. Those aren't elite fights. I do see how they're different. This one is pointier than that one. So if I'm going here and I want to go to an elite fight, I should go this way? I suppose?
Bipedal prey is easier to catch.
What is adaptive? Includes special options to evolve into a different card. I'm fighting Jawworm. It's kind of hitting hard. Also, I only start with 3 energy. I do start with Metallicized 7 though. Barefooting these fights sure is a choice. Well, turns around for a second attack. It is exposed. It gains 1 attack damage per. Yep, okay. I will hit it.
A breather never hurt anybody.
When losing HP, gains strength. Okay, so we don't want to kill it on this turn. We want to kill it on the other turn. That's fairly straightforward. But also extremely high variance. Like, I don't have that much control over whether I draw my attacks on the right turns or not.
Rest in peace.
GG. I got 9 gold. Finishing move. It's finisher. Kidney blow. Caution. I can't expose targets, right? I'll go for finishing move.
So you listened to my advice and went home?
I went to Sigismund, Ingvar's younger brother and the heir to the throne.
To what end?
What do you mean, to what end? First of all, to figure out what to do. I wanted to tell Sigismund everything I knew and to hear everything he knew. I wanted to confer with him and put together a plan for the future.
Okay.
I was certain that he wouldn't let Ingvar's death go unpunished.
We both have much to find out.
The farther I went, the more reasons I found for meeting with Sigismund.
Let's start from the beginning.
How can we start from the beginning again? I thought we started from the beginning last time. Alright, we're going to this thing. Still. Against my better judgment, perhaps. We're going to attack for 11 times 2. Gains 1 fury when playing 2 cards of the same type in a row. Once per turn. Gains what? 1 fury. I don't know what fury is. Also, is type skill? I'm guessing type is skill. Fury deals double. Oh. I guess I played that turn wrong. Does that stick around? It does not. Okay, good. This is the Gremlin Knob fight? This seems more like Bird Cultist. Skips enemy introductions and delay between turns. Okay. It's fine. Actually, let's turn off auto select as well. Tend not to like auto select.
That one won't rise from the dead.
Have we checked what our starting equipment does? I have starting equipment? Double blow. And max HP. Not a ton. I also have a potion. Burn, enemy loses 2 strength. If enemy intends to attack, gain 2 strength. Deal 9 damage if enemy is exposed. Deal the same damage once again. I'm down for disarm. I'm also down for advance.
The dwarves attacked the frontier. Well, it's no wonder. They've always considered that the land belonged to them and dreamed of purifying it of the elves. Only Lord Ingvar managed to
Disarm is
restrain
kind of like
their
the Slay the
aggression.
Spire card called Disarm. Interesting
Ingvar
idea.
tried to maintain peace, but alas, he was poisoned. And his younger brother and heir Sigismund has done nothing to prevent the bloodshed.
Alright. Is this in fact an elite fight? Oh god. Well, GG. This is not sound nature science. The only way to deal with a hungry wolf pack is to take out its leader. But if you manage to pacify the leader, you'll pacify the whole pack. Of course, I'm not sure that this will work, but I can't think of anything better. Great idea, so how do I do it? Maybe think for a start. I'm not going to think about everything for you. Fine, I'll try to offer him some meat. I think pork will do. If I come across a wild boar on the way again, I'll take a whole leg with me. Pack leader. So I think what it just said is that we're going to play differently next time.
Another one.
Flees the battlefield when all the allies not affected with cowardice are killed. We got this, chat. Deals damage and inflicts exposed. Alright, so I kind of have to kill next turn, I guess. I don't think I can. Yeah. Maybe I can survive that, actually. Why am I still getting strength every turn? Have you noticed that I'm still getting strength every turn? Because I have.
So what does it taste like?
The sword gives me strength every turn? Read the armor symbol above your HP bar. At the start of the battle, gain 5 armor. If no HP damage was taken in the previous turn, gain 2 strength at the start of the turn. Ah. This is... the number on that's wrong, right? Wait, it said I died. Why did I die? I did the math on how much they were attacking me for and they weren't killing me. Did it not calculate vulnerable or something? I got exposed during the turn. Why didn't... But, like, we worked out not to do that 5 years ago in these games. You need the intentions to accurately tell you what's going to happen when you press end turn. Okay, fine. You're understandably upset that upon rebirth you have to start back from square one, but this is not precisely true, of course. You lose all your acquired skills and equipment, yet there is something even more valuable that remains: knowledge. You will learn your path, your options, what works with and what doesn't. Over time you'll be honed for success, and that's the genius of my plan. I can change my class and difficulty. Percival. At the start of the battle, gain 5 armor. If no HP damage was taken in the previous turn, gain 2 strength at the start of the turn. There are level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5 cards. There are class items. Shackles, Bear Spirit Armor, and Dwarven Boots. And the character name is Percival, but the class name is Versatile. Gold Digger, Knight, and Veteran. Choose perk. Terrible? Wait, what? Oh, that's my difficulty level. Choose perk. I guess I don't get to do that yet, because I'm still level 1. Alright. Onward! So now we know what that question mark is. Do we know what the fights are? No. So we should go find out more about different events. Maybe. Try going this way again. Is it the same stuff? Oh, the fights are different. Okay. So as long as I didn't take HP damage in the previous turn, I gained 2 strength at the start of the next turn. So wait, I'm Bird Cultist. It was me, Bird Cultist, the entire time. I removed my face to reveal another face underneath it. Curry, thanks for the 9 months, appreciate it. Gold. Choose reward. 8 damage to all enemies. Disarm. Disarm didn't seem that good. Let's try a cleave this time. Alright, let's try going this way. Because we haven't gone this way before. Thirst had me exhausted completely, and I sat down to rest on the roadside. I was powerfully thirsty. I saw roadside puddles beside me, nearly dried up. There was still enough to take a few meager sips of sustaining, muddy, greenish, odorous moisture. What? Why didn't you bring, like, some water with you? What are you doing? I bet it's enchanted with, like, healing powers. I am infected. Alright, cool. Thirst overcame me. Having drunk from the puddle, I continued on my way, feeling rather unwell. Suddenly there was laughter in the nearby bushes, and the 3 bandits came out of the road. They were making fun of me. What are you doing here? I'm drinking from this puddle. Yuck, gross. Even robbing you is disgusting. Give us all your money and get out of here. Nope. Cleave reminds you of a card from another game you've played called Slay the Spire that also has cleave. Thug, bandit, and robber. Gains block, hits for 13, and exposes. Can we block 26 this turn? Doesn't look like it. I think I might be dead again. Oh, I think I'm dead. They better drop some good loot. I agree. You feel like this difficulty isn't possible without leveling up the class itself. I mean, we're playing it.
Yourself, or you'll be dead.
This levels me up, right? I got another 20 experience. Almost there. I have a potion under my image. I did. Now I know about the bandit event as well, which honestly seemed like a worse event than the wolf event. So I don't know why that one was not elite signified. Go check out this event.
Your fellows in misery didn't show you sympathy and didn't expect compassion from you.
It gets a second wind with severe wounds. The cars represent attacks in real world fighting. They're going to overlap. I don't know if this game isn't heavily taking from Slay the Spire is a serviceable a serviceable take. What is this? Balm. At the start of the turn, restore 1 HP per balm. So you're healing. Oh god. You are healing every turn. And you gain strength when I hit you. Is a first node encounter? It is. So far I have taken 0 damage in it. Not only are we barefoot, we also only have 3 toes. We have at least 5 toes. Okay. I'm still not taking any damage. Hopefully I kill it this turn. Cool. 0 damage fight. Why is parry strictly worse than guard? Interesting. Okay, I'll take finishing move now that I understand how my character scales strength.
Robbers have never before dared to enter the Elven forests.
They've come down from the north, from the heathlands, which have been recently ravaged by the war.
It's a refuge of outcasts and fugitives from the Empire, but Ingvar thought they were decent, freedom-loving people.
Starvation and devastation may force even decent people to become bandits and marauders.
Oh, there's a thing down here. I didn't see that before. Axe. Oh, this is a whip and that's an axe. Okay. So perhaps they are different boss fights. The unknown events are tending to kill me. Let's see how I do in this one. Passing through the forest, I came to a camp of bandits. The people resting by a bonfire eyed me warily, but none of them took up arms, so I calmed down a little. I was invited to the bonfire. Assuming that I wouldn't be able to refuse that invitation, I quietly approached them. The warmth and steady, soothing light of the fire beckoned me. Nearby, 2 bandits were having a duel. Nobody was paying any attention to them. A little further away, a few people were excitedly throwing dice. On the other side stood a cage, covered with tilt. What is tilt? All the humans in the frontier except you are brigands from the heathlands. They mistook you for one of their own kind. Ah. Let's go check out the fighting bandits. The duel turned out to be a sparring match. I asked if I could join and was immediately asked to pay a fee. Some of my equipment. Okay. PvP me. I'm forging. I get to upgrade a card. 2 more damage, or I feel like Flourishing Lunge, at least early, is the way to go. Make all my strikes, buff all my other strikes. Wait, more forge? Ooh. Wait, more forge? How many forge? 3 forge?
Thinking, the Heathlands are not on my way, but the detour isn't that long.
Are you thinking of going there? I wouldn't advise it. You'll encounter a combat golem. The dwarves have placed these golems on all the paths leading from the frontier to the Heathlands to prevent bandits from returning home.
I'll try to destroy him.
Oh, alright.
Survive his first attack without the insubstantiality effect.
Did we just break the 4th wall a little bit there?
But there's another way. You can disable and even
Oh.
capture the golem if you know the access password.
Okay. We have to learn the access password for the golem. This shows what options remain to us. I wonder why this one highlights, but the other ones don't. Can I get to this one somehow? Oh, I can. Okay, that's why then. Understood. You don't like the phrase access password in a medieval setting? I think it's fine. One 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 1397 1234 5555. Can we get an instant replay on that hitbox?
What was he expecting?
These get kind of angry kind of quickly, don't they? Oh, I just had lethal. It was just lethal. It was just a very easy lethal. Yeah, okay, that's on me. I'm gonna say that I wanted to see what it was going to do next turn. That's my defense. Flourish. Deal 4 damage to all enemies when dealing damage, inflict 1 exposed. You have to understand that Thunderclap is a regular in real life fighting move. That's actually I have the book right here. It's from 1317, Italy. I have it on my phone. And it just has images of a sword fighter fighting with, I believe this is a long sword. Just kind of like using a technique to inflict 4 damage on multiple opponents at the same time and expose them. Will 9 damage move a card for... Look. You don't have to say the game needs lawsuits or anything, but I don't think you can say that the game's got similarities with Slay the Spire because there's obvious overlap from real life combat. It's fine. It is heavily inspired by Slay the Spire. War is a filthy affair, with corpses piling up and marauders descending like vultures, rifling through the dead and preying on the living. I came across one such piece of scum along my way. He lacked the capacity to even be embarrassed. On the contrary, he beckoned me over and asked me to help him pull the boots off a corpse. Elite battle. YOLO. I decided to kill him and loot what he had stolen. Irony is certainly not your strong suit, my dear Percival. But he's a baddie. Oh, that is a very bad starting hand. How much do you attack for? What? The number of attacks depends on gold? Like it goes up if I have more gold? Also, just want to call out my draw order here.
Ah, the sweet taste of an elixir.
Great work there, Duck. Maybe next time we could draw a defend on this turn. My bad. Alright, for this time we got 120 experience. We're almost level 2. Alright. Very good. We're learning a lot. Maybe next time we don't fight the bandit. Where should we go this time?
So it's like
And if you don't like something in the future, you can try and change it.
what I don't
Does
like
armor
is
defend
getting
against each
killed
attack?
for the most
It's like plated armor in Slay the Spire.
That's exactly what I meant, for the most part.
And how long will it last? What do you want from me?
It'll last until I decide you've had enough. Enjoy yourself. Do you have a problem with that? Think about what you want, Percival.
Okay. So now I know about Marauder. And I know about Bandit Camp. Let's go over this way now. Woo! Concentration gains strength and evasion. You have 1 evasion, you have 5 strength. Add a status card to my draw pile. Rude. It has 69 HP. It has 42 out of 69 HP. They seem to regularly spend like 2 to 3 turns doing nothing. Maybe I should just take attacks. On the other hand, there was that one enemy that hit me for 60 on turn 1. In fairness, the game did tell me it was an elite fight,
Them anything.
and I decided to fight it anyway. What is an agility? Gain agility's block per card. Skip? I assume it's only per block card. I don't know. Health bar is super hard to read? Huh. That is not a thing I have noticed. I believe you. Not a thing I have noticed. I'm just gonna skip. None of them are attacks.
Some elves attacked me. That was the last thing I expected. What happened? Are the elves and humans enemies now?
The mysterious death of Ingvar put an end to your alliance. No one knows who poisoned the wine, so everyone's blaming each other.
But the humans have always helped the elves.
Yeah, we're
You
friends.
mean Ingvar's people helped the elves. Actually, the elves consider the humans to be very fickle. Aren't they right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I resemble that remark. Is that an elite shop? Are all the shops that shape? Yes, they are. Yeah, there are a lot of these early fights where they do not attack you for the first 2.5 turns. Oh, this time they attacked me. Okay, I guess there's some RNG in there. Decision making.
You have one less enemy.
Little double blow there. It's like all of the starter cards are significantly better than I expect them to be. Ooh, that upgrades to cost 0. Oh, baby. Let's take one of those. Hey, train!
Hey.
I ran into an elven ambush and was captured. Fortunately, they wanted to question me before exterminating me. With a bag on my head and hope in my heart, I waited for the interrogation. Try to escape? Concussion. Well, thank you. I tried to get away, but the elves calmed me down with a blow to the head. When I came to my senses, the bag had already been removed from my head. Their commander interrogated me, and I told him everything. When the elves found out that I'd been Ingvar's bodyguard, their attitude immediately changed. They even offered me food and shelter, but I hurried to say goodbye to them. You never know what will come into the heads of these crazy elves. One blow to the head was enough for me to stay away from them. Elven hospitality. Not all elves are hostile. In this elven camp, you can rest peacefully. Is that... I may have played that one wrong then. Despite the war, trade doesn't stop. I don't seem to have enough money to actually buy any. Burn 10, reset the cost of attacks in hand to 0 before use. Reset the cost. We'll give it a go. Alright. Oh, card remove only costs 38? I should have card removed. Especially with a curse. Wait. I'm going to sell you this. Wait, that's not enough. I'm going to sell you this and this. And remove concussion. Alright. A chest. Here I am enjoying a lucky find while the owner of the chest is probably dead. Trickster's hat. Hello? I click that. At the start of the turn, lose 1 strength and gain 1 agility. Interesting. Increase maximum HP by 20, gain 5 armor, 3 ward. That seems excellent. Draw 1 from the draw pile and discard a random card each time a card is burned. Let's go Goblin Armor. Yes, I want to equip this now.
I had been planning an easy trek through the sunny city, but I quickly realized that the first band of elves to come across me would put an end to me. I had to find a way around the elven lands.
You could go west to the Rotten Bog, which is home to the mysterious worshippers of the Might Cult. Or go east to the Orcish hunting grounds and the Earthworm Caves.
Great, one route is better than another.
I don't even know which
one?
one I like best, but the choice is always up to you.
Great. Awesome. How do I remember where I've gone before? While passing through a clearing on a bright moonlit night, a strange man approached. With outstretched arms, he offered me a sword. He explained that the sword was looking for a new owner. I warily examined the stranger. My suspicions were aroused. He seemed indisposed. I mean, you gotta take the cursed sword. This is just... That is just a mandatory. I wasn't sure I was ready to be owned by a sword, but I accepted the offer. Maybe it would turn out useful. Cursed sword. Defiled item. At the start of the battle, gain 1 strength for every curse in the deck. Ooh. I don't think I have many of those. Okay, so there's an entire cursed items build. That said, I think this is just worse than this. Probably. One more fight. Oh. I think we might be in the hard hallway fight pool now. This is only 31. Hey, look, that's 31. The blue people are elves. Correct.
The enemy decided to defend.
The enemy decided to defend, says the narrator, as the enemy attacks me for 25. I feel like that is a misleading thing to claim. They are doing. I don't think they're defending. Clock does not disappear at the start of the turn. Alright, I'm gonna hit that. Monochromagic, thanks for the 33 months.
Just don't sit on him.
Gives block and barbs to all allies. Attackers lose 1 HP per barbed. Uh-oh. Doubles block. Steals the rarest attack from the draw pile. I think my enemies are better at this game than I am. No, not backstab. Number of stolen cards. Alright, I do have 12 armor, so that's not dealing damage to me. They seem awfully non-aggressive. Well, this one hasn't done body slam yet, I guess. Oops. It turns out that I got a curse in my deck when I picked up that sword. Alright, one down. Carousel. Ethereal burn, add the discard pile to the draw pile and draw a hesitate card. This is a status. Add the discard pile to the draw pile, draw a hesitate card. Is that bad? Seems generally fine.
It remains only to hope for a miracle.
Well, that'll do it.
You're off the hook.
I told you it was gonna play body slam. I've played games like this before. There are some things I can see coming. Alright, one more of these and I get to level up. No, Slay the Spire would have presented that the way that this game
Why are
presented
you
it.
so sure that
Why are
I'll
you
go
so
to the
sure?
northern gate
Oh.
and won't turn away?
There's just nowhere left for you to go.
Well, I could go to the Four Winds. I have no wife or children. I don't have any family or friends left. My parents are already dead, and I hardly knew them. My only friend was Sigismund. I wanted to meet him, ask him a few questions about the poisoned wine. Did you know that? Is that the reason for your confidence?
One of the reasons. Everything matters, every little thing. There's no one main reason.
It's too difficult for me. But you're right about one thing. I have nowhere else to go.
The narrative style is really fun. Alright, we went this way. That fight was too hard. We could try going that way again and go through this way next time. I want to find out what these are. I don't know what those are. Does it say? It says meet with Sigismund, but it doesn't say where Sigismund is. Does it? Oh, these are different every time. Huh. Is it just Act 1? Presumably. That in the wrong order. Oh, it's so evasive. Such evasion. Such evasion, very dead. Alright, now if I die, I will level up and we get to see what the level up interface is like. That's pretty exciting. We inflict 2 exposed. I think I like that. What? You can get... What? You get items from this? Oh my. Dwarven Axe. 6 damage 3 times. It's also one of those hand things. Attributes none. Oh, okay. Never mind. I think I want armor. Having armor so that I can gain strength every turn with my passive seems like the most important thing. This way, yeah. I'm trying to go to that. Did you see that live action Lion King is on the way? I don't know how to feel about it.
Easy.
GG? Didn't they already do that? They did live action Cats. Hopefully this one will be even better. Do this. Did they already do live action Lion King? Is this the sequel? Wild. Well, the sequel's on the way then. It was done as a Broadway thing, but not as a movie. This is a movie. We'll go trick again with the hope that we get to upgrade it before we die. What happens if we are nice to the elves? Wait meekly for the end. I was interrogated by Captain Marcus, the squad leader. I told him everything, who I was, where I was coming from, where and why. When the elves found out that I had been Ingvar's bodyguard, their attitude towards me immediately changed. They offered me dinner and overnight accommodation. Of course I did not refuse. Word that it would always be so. Finally, some rest. I can train. I can upgrade. What does this upgrade to? Ooh. That was a big upgrade. I was going to upgrade this one. But that was a huge upgrade. Let's upgrade this one, actually. They did a Lion King movie in 2019. Huh! Okay. Well, this is what I know. Alright, what's in the chest? Is it the same thing every time? No. The Axe of Thundering Mountain. It is a set of mountain type or something. At the start of the battle, gain 1 armor or 100 gold. When taking damage without losing HP, and deal 1 damage to the attacker per 2 block. Ooh. Okay. Upon using any potion, gain 5 strength until the end of the game? The end of the game? So you mean like next fight? I'll take the axe. Alright, cool. Now we go to the shop and it... Oh, no, we don't go to the shop. We go this way. Unknown event. Oh no. I noticed the corpse of an elf in the forest. As he was already dead, there was no harm, seeing if he had any valuable. Sure. Makes sense to me. It's called looting, my friend. And I'm not just strolling around, you know. I have to survive somehow. I immediately found some coins in his pocket, but then I heard footsteps and voices nearby. Oh, is this gonna be like the elites find you? Let's get out of here. Maybe I should have kept going, actually. Because now I won't know what it is. I just didn't want to die because I have my really strong axe thing. Boots of Weakness. 4 weakness on all enemies. Deal 50% less damage. Orc's Helmet. At the start of turn, gain a strength and lose an agility. Shield of Purification. At the start of turn, gain 4 block for each burned car. I don't believe I have boots or a hat yet. But I do have a shield already. So I think just weakness to enemies probably seems good. Permanently could be translated to carry through runs. Oh, I don't think that's the thing. An elven patrol was just up ahead and I wanted to avoid them. As I was trying to sneak past them, there came a shout from behind. Hey you, stop or we'll shoot. So much for my discretion, I had to think fast. Why don't you just stop? Why is neither of these options stop? Didn't we just establish that the elves are friends with me? What are you doing? Percival. They might let me upgrade a card again. Percival. Oh my god. What a facepalm moment. Piercing damage increases piercing damage for each pierce. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. It is unclear to me what that could mean.
Weaklings.
Oh! Okay, it applies pierce to me. And now I have been pierced. And they're going to keep on piercing me. Repeatedly. Seems kind of concerning. 8, 7. What is miss? Negates the next attack blade. We're probably fine, right? This doesn't exhaust? Okay. Maybe I killed the wrong one first. Seems very possible. Well, I mean, we're here now. Should I switch? It's only for 19. Oh, they all have evasion. Oh, shit. Disastrous. Can red. Why red?
Yet another murder in the back.
Yet another murder in the back. What is red? I don't know. We seem to be doing okay though. Evasion makes them block the next attack, or not take damage from the next attack, I guess. Armor OP. 18 times 2. Bad. I'm getting better, by which I mean my deck is better. Increase maximum health by 50 until the end of battle. A random card in hand costs 0 until the end of battle. We found like colorless cards. I will take Madness. The fights seem like they go long enough. Elven Helmet. An evasion and a ball. Sure. I don't have a helmet, right? Pretty sure I don't have a helmet. Seems very good. Yeah. Oh, and look at that drip. Sorry, I'll never say that again. An elven idol allows you to make an offering to the primordial forest spirits and receive their gifts. Ask to be purged. Delete card. Get a card. Upgrade 2 cards. An item. I will tribute 200 coins to upgrade 2 cards. I will upgrade Trick. I will upgrade Armor. The hat has droop, not drip. Good grief. Have mercy on me, please. What did I do to deserve that? It's time to patch up my clothes. I will train more. I think this is only 1 upgrade. I want Flourishing Lunge. Damage from lunges increased by 1. Actually, I guess I almost have an infinite.
Try as I might,
Not
I
quite
can't
though.
remember how I came to the frontier or how I died.
You were accompanying Ingvar on a peacekeeping mission to the frontier. The dwarves and the elves were on the verge of war.
Armor is
Only
plated
the
armor from
Lord of
Slay the
the
Spire.
Northern Gate managed to bring them to the negotiating table, but the mysterious demise of your party ruined everything.
Why weren't our bodies returned home?
As the dwarven invasion began, you were buried hastily and with no ceremony.
The affairs of the living, as ever, turned out to be more important than the problems of the dead.
I may not have listened to all of that. Oh god. Senior Druids sent a cutthroat after me, who gained on me at the edge of the Elven domain. The trail of fresh corpses leading towards me from the tomb, he didn't have any difficulties in tracking me down. My longtime friendship with elves has become slightly tainted. He did not want to kill the elves. To return home, I was willing to slaughter all the elves. Okay, what do you do? Upon the bear's death, changes intent. Upon playing a status card, assassin restores health and gains strength. So far, that isn't so bad. I mean, I do want to play Crush, but maybe we just play Armor? I don't know. I have 2 Balm. Not taking damage at this point in the fight is probably more important than applying Exposed. I got an achievement. Does damage and adds status cards to draw pile. Okay. Hello? Why can't I play any cards? Helpless skills can't be played. Wait? That's kind of... a lot? I was helpless for 2 turns, by the way. If in hand at the end of turn, take 2 damage for each HP lost while enemies restore 1 HP.
I'm sorry.
Huh. I think we're good with Crush and more armor. $41 feels like a big number. I wonder if this can hit wound. I don't know. It didn't, though. Okay. Well. We have reached the boss one time. Didn't go incredibly. Let's find out what a level up's like.
That was close.
Choose perk. Available cards. Gain 4 block and 2 strength for 1 turn. Nope. Deal 4 damage, gain 4 agility until the end of turn. Nope. What? That's it? Oh no. Those cards are not good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Okay. Shall I perhaps try a lower difficulty? I was thinking like maybe when you level up, it gets significantly easier or something, but then I leveled up and I unlocked 2 cards that seem just kind of bad. So now I don't think that is much. Shorty, thanks for the 51 months. Appreciate it. I'll try hardcore. I'll try a run on hardcore. It doesn't seem like Terrible is unbeatable, but it does seem like you have to roll very high on equipment. Which, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's an incredible gameplay loop. It's mostly fine, because you like get to find out what the events are, and then
Why
you
am
die.
I telling you all this? You already know how the story ends, so what's the point?
Knowledge is power. I need to figure out the causes of everything that's happening to see the consequences. Does this answer your question?
Not really. Although it's more than I expected of you.
You'll understand a lot of things at the end of your journey, but not everything. There will always be something beyond your understanding, and mine too.
Oh. So I found out what all this stuff is. Maybe next we go down this path and see what this stuff is. Wait, I have 74 starting health. That's more than before. How do I see my items while in combat? You can restart battle? That's cheating. Did I just emote? Oh, that's the end turn hotkey. There are no hotkeys except for end turn, which I have just found out is space. As far as I can tell, no other button does anything. Oh, we found the deck hotkey. It's Q. W is discard, E is burned. Hotkey support feels like an attainable goal to me. Yeah, the part where I have 24 more health than before. Oh, that's because I changed the difficulty though, isn't it? It doesn't actually have anything to do with the level up. I don't think. Oh, maybe I want this.
As I understand, Sigismund was your friend in your past life.
My only friend. We'd been friends since childhood.
And you had no other friends?
Aww.
The notables find it hard to hide
Aww.
their friends when they talk to commoners. But Sigismund has always been different. Can you imagine? One time he even punched Ingvar when he told me to clear the table.
Are you joking? Did he really punch the Lord of the Northern Gate?
No, of course not. We were all kids back then.
Cards seem to have very obvious parallels to Slay the Spire. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. This is the one that keeps its armor forever and then body slams you.
That one won't rise from the dead.
Alright, it's done. Agile lunges here. So those cards unlock and then I can find them on runs. It's kind of bad. Not sure I want to find that card on runs. I know what this is. Hey, no lava. I'm glad you enjoyed that. In the forest, I spotted a suspicious group of people who were burying something under a tree. I mean, we gotta dig it up. There's something in the top. I think it's like I think it has to be like a alignment thing or something. Dug up a chest, but then the owners returned. Oh, it's the bandits again. Okay. Good luck me. This difficulty is a lot easier. Than the other difficulty. But like a lot. It is noticeable. In 23. In rain, hello. Where is the dev team's development studio located? That's like a thing that would be easy to look up. But I'm not sure. Oof. You're dead. The sea honor couldn't be found nearby. Let's just assume this is mine. I think I just killed them all, actually. What is this? What is this? We hit a bunch of times against an exposed enemy. Okay. Ooh. We got the strength gain ones. Lose 2 agility, and if an attack deals more than 20 damage, gain 2 HP. When dealing health damage, restore 2 health if the target has less than half health. I think we go for Brimstone again. Discord's default languages are English and Russian. Redboon. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna spoil myself by reading this stuff. To the shop! Armor? Troll leather armor. At the start of turn, restore 1 HP per ball. Increase max HP by 20 and gain 5 ball. Oh, that seems excellent. You could also get evasion and a ward. If there's no block at the end of the turn, gain 1 evasion. I think that's the wrong set for me. We'll just take some armor. Taking my way through an elven outpost, I noticed a sentry sleeping on duty. It was a good opportunity to slip by unnoticed, but I was struck by a better idea. Wake him up gently. I'm becoming good, I guess. I gained 50 gold. I woke the elf up holding my knife to his throat. What? That isn't gently? Needless to say, he was happy to give me some gold. I like to think he learned a valuable lesson. I was being good. That was me being good. He was sleeping on duty, so I wanted to wake him up so he'd be awake. Wow. What a failure.
Did you decide to have a rest?
He didn't want to wake up? Cleave. Active block. I'll go for effective block, I think. Agility seems okay. What is the robber's helmet? Increase maximum health by 5 at the start of turn, draw a jab. Oh, that seems excellent. You gain gold during a battle, draw a card. For every 3 cards played, gain 1 strength. Sure, we can go for this. Witch's Eye. Return a burn card of your choice to your hand. Sure. Oh, I already had a hat. Let's try this for a sec. I'm curious whether it keeps working every turn or if it's just the first, like, 2 turns. By accident, I interrupted an Alvin show. By accident, I interrupted an Alvin sharpshooter's training session. My sudden appearance distracted him, and he missed the bullseye. The mishit seemed to frustrate him. To prove his skill, he decided to use me as his target, and this time he was not going to miss hit off the mark. I recognized his arrows, exactly the same ones were sticking out of the body of the murdered elf. Ask about the arrows. The sniper proudly stated that these were his personal unique signature arrows. Then I asked him directly why he was killing other elves. The question has no effect. Either this self-absorbed guy handles himself masterfully, or he has no idea what I'm hinting at. What? We're doing some piercing. There's a satyr. Only taunted enemies may be targeted. Oh, you're taunted? You're taunted. Okay. It does seem that I draw a jab at the start of every turn. That feels kind of good. We go this, that, and this. Ignore all non-targeted attacks and skill.
Did you use any tactics at all?
Jab every turn. I feel like I'm drawing 2 jabs every turn, actually. Nope, only 1. We'll go for some block this turn. have my vulnerable. Unlucky. I also don't have any... block cards. My armor is good though, so I'll just heal next fight. No problem. Oh look, the the random dead guys in the background. I guess it had evade, and I missed it. Expanded list of battle skills. Bloody denouement. I know that's the word. I don't think it's English. Upon taking health damage, gain a strength. Deal 25 damage can only be used on enemies with less than 50%. I'm down for a power. Denuma. Denuma? No. I need boots. None of these are boots. I think possibly... When losing HP, gain 1 strength and 5 block? Wait, what? That kind of good. Practice target. Training now improves 2 cards. Oh, cool. How do I... Where is that? Is this here? What is that? No, it is a trophy. Alright, if only I could train. I guess I can train here after I win this fight. Denouement. Alright, I'll do this. Let's kill that one first, and then we kill the archer, and then we, yeah, I think we just go from front to back.
That's an interesting reaction to your blows.
It hit. Guard double blow. It's so weird power because if I don't take damage in a turn, I get 2 strength at the start of the next turn. So probably paying 3 energy for that is just terrible, huh? That only hit one thing. Hello? Hello? Infinite Blades made good by not being a card is kinda cute. Infinite Jabs.
Your hands are getting weak. They can no longer hold a weapon.
It's like weak is for 1 turn. What does the art give you? Adventure Quest vibes? I don't know if I know Adventure Quest.
A thorn can get into your eye.
Is that one of the D&D shows? They have made thorns. Oh. I may have done that in slightly the wrong order. My bad. Can't you Witch's Brew all the jabs if you need to? Witch's Brew 1 jab. We try to full heal? the armor get equipped? No, because I already have other armor, which I am using. But I am going to equip it after this fight. The healing is coming from my ball, which heals me for 5 every turn. Kidney blow. Nope. Another effective block? Maybe. What do I need? I have these already. 2 armor and 2 strength. 5 agility. That is a large upgrade over what I had before. Alright, so we put on this armor for the boss fights. I have been enjoying jabs all the time. Do I want double blow on my duck? Maybe. Does kidney blow upgrade to 1 energy we never found out? I don't know. How do I find out? Was it a card reward that I didn't take? What is this, by the way? Cards, items, bestiary, Percival. I'm learning about the question marks. Ooh. Cards. You want me to look up kidney blow. It draws another card and deals a bit more damage if upgraded. Age 1 out of 52. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Okay, so there's some stuff that we haven't unlocked yet. Whoa, this upgrades to only cost 1 energy and gains 2 strength? Wow. That is a big upgrade. Alright, we'll do that one. What else? I was gonna upgrade Flourish. That had been my plan forever ago. Yeah, some of the upgrades are a lot better than the other upgrades, that's for sure. An elf champion is a warrior who seeks to defeat only the most powerful enemies, thereby increasing his mightiness and glory. I could have been proud that an elf champion chose me as his opponent, tracked me down, and challenged me to a fair fight, but to tell the truth, I did not have time for him. But it is indeed a great honor. Too much honor. Wait, why 322? Surely that number is too big. Oh, you think a lot of them are the upgrades for strikes and defense? I guess that's possible. I kind of feel like we have to keep its block down, or else we just, like, die. Why did I take damage? Game? Whatever, that's fine. Huh? Oh, it's only if it deals HP damage, so when I attack into the shield, evasion doesn't get consumed. I see. Yeah. Why do I have no shoes? I just prefer to fight barefoot. Is this the thing? Damage depends on block. It is. So I guess I want to remove all of its block. Oh. LOL. Get owned. I'm just gonna kill this one. What is rabbit? Oh, it's cowardly. Alright, just me and you, friend. Get ready. Deals damage depending on the target's current HP. Alright. It has 5 evasion stacks. It has 3 evasion stacks. It has 2 evasion stacks. It has 1 evasion stack. I will use my evasion stack here. What? Why? Oh no. Oh, so they have like an enrage timer. That's what this means.
Betting on strength is justified.
I have fallen afoul of said enrage timer. It's close though. I have a potion.
Get ready for pain.
Ooh, no attack? Okay, I probably win then. I won even if it did attack. I defeated the champion, earning a Steam reward. Strategist, burn to draw 2. They made adrenaline worse. Or better? Wait. That seems like a card that shouldn't be printed. Every time block is gained from cards, deal 4 damage to a random enemy. It sure is Juggernaut. Ethereal armor. Oh, it starts off costing 3 and upgrades down to 2. I thought when I played it in the tutorial it cost 1. I'm pretty sure it did. I don't remember what insubstantiality is. I should take this card. Pretty sure. Armor of Invincibility. Immune for the first 4 turns. Block cannot be gained. Gain 1 energy. Upon enemy's death each turn, gain 1 energy and draw 1 extra card. At the start of the turn, only half of block is removed. Gain 5 armor. Sure. I already have one of those. Medal. At the start of the battle, gain 10 gold for each battle won. Each won battle upgrades a random card in the deck. Ooh. Keep. Forge? Why forge? Why forging? Choose reward. 7 strength for 1 turn. 36 damage evenly distributed among enemies. Return a burned card to your hand. We'll do another one of those. I got from the frontier to the swamps without incident. It was a challenging road, but at least no one tried to kill me. As soon as I entered the rotten bog, the attempts of my life resumed. Ah, when it said I have a choice between east and west, it meant I can choose between the 2 different bosses at the end of Act 1. I got it. Alright, let's begin learning what these question marks are, I guess. I have to fight the boar at the end. If I do an elite fight, am I strong enough to do an elite fight? I feel like I'm strong enough. Act 2 elite fight. When losing HP, gain 1 strength and 5 block. I can do it, right? Act 2 elite fight? Why not? Deals damage when dealing damage to HP and inflicts bleeding. If the target is bleeding, doubles the effect. Well, I have 10 armor, so I guess I don't care. Fortress. Blocks damage taken from attacks less than 9 and gains strength. Losing HP, there is a chance to add a status card to the draw pile. If no HP is lost, gains 1 strength. At start of turn, lose 1 HP per play. So this one dies first, and then Tenacious Zombie dies second. Wait. Oh, you're also Rotten Flesh. Okay. How far have I gotten? This is the furthest so far. This is my first run on not the highest difficulty. The highest difficulty feels somewhat high difficulty. It says it blocks damage taken from attacks less than 9 and gains strength. If I hit it with this, it just takes damage. Good. Maybe I should have just played Exterminate, actually. Maybe I need to unlock those 50 pages of cards to do higher difficulty, maybe. Apparently, its insubstantiality does not work the way I wanted it to with block. Oh well. There was no way to know. Did I win? Somehow no.
He's dead.
Unbelievable.
He died
Oh.
on his own. It's not your fault.
Oh, I don't get to choose the upgrades when there are upgrade paths. That's interesting. I found demon form. I found heavy blade. On playing, deal 8 damage and gain 5 block. If the card stays in hand, increase damage and block by 8. Can be discarded upon playing. Deal 5 damage and 5 block. If the card stays in hand, increase damage and block by 5. Found Windmill Strike. Huh. It's like windmill dash, though. Maybe I want a windmill dash. It's kind of slow. I think I'll take a battle lust.
The undead roam the swamps. They prey upon outsiders, yet for some reason, they leave the denizens of the swamplands in peace.
The undead of the Rotten Bog are not fully dead. Yes, they're very old, even ancient, but still they are living beings.
I'm not an expert on the undead. Zombies are zombies.
Right, but strictly speaking, they are alive, although it's a stretch to call their existence a life. They were brought to this state by the cult's ritual drink, Ichor of Might.
What? What? I think I met a reduced copy of the Divine Might. Its swollen, throbbing belly resembled a festering tumor on a decaying corpse, ready to rupture and blow into pounds of fetid goo. The Might shuffled its disgusting legs, dragging its precious tumor along the ground toward me. Mites shouldn't be this big. It feels like kind of a big number. Welp. I wonder if they considered letting you change your equipment upon seeing the fight. At the end of turn, lose 1 HP per blight, increases by 1 each turn. Oh. Oh. This does feel like a problem. I guess I'm just dead then. Like, maybe I'm okay. There sure is someone hanging out in the background, standing on a pillar. That is accurate. I'm shattered. I'm going to gain so much strength. Guess my options are jab or jab. I angered him? I'm sorry. This gets worse? Oh no. Wait, by angering it, I made it stop attacking me? Clever. I don't think that all of those attacks are for 1. But I also don't think there's actually a way for me to tell what they're for. Which is kind of wild. Because this will only block the first hit. GG. You recognize this swamp? Watch out for flying dragon egg heel. That was an Act 2 elite fight. Don't believe I've won an elite fight yet. New class, Gold Digger. It sounds fun. You're understandably upset that upon rebirth, you have to start back from square one. Yeah, I've read that before. Change class / difficulty. Why never choose perk? I've unlocked Face Off. Hides values of enemies' strength. If target has less strength than character, inflict 3 exposed. If it has more strength, gain 1 exposed. What? Deal 8 damage if target has weakness, steal a strength from it. Okay. What is this? Gain extra 50 gold per battle. Rates of wallet strike. Lose 20% of your gold to deal the same amount of damage. 0. And golden shield depend on your gold amount. At the start of the battle, for every 100 coins, add a greed card to draw pile. Alright. This is also Percival. So I have to get through all of the Percivals, I guess, before I unlock a different character. It feels like there's a lot of game in this game. Like a lot of game in this game. I go to the main menu. Can you go to the main menu? Main menu. There are challenges? Story challenges. Elevation tree. Melanus Nightmares daily challenges custom mode. Choose your hero. Only Percival's unlocked. What is the game per game ratio? A fine question. What does this have to do with an elevation tree? I'm confused. I guess this is probably like a randomized map, and otherwise it seems the same. Yeah, I think we've already seen the upgrades for these, actually. Yeah, they're already here. So no, the cards aren't all just the upgrades for the cards I've already seen. Or that one can't upgrade. Why is this a card? Oh my god, you can repeat it. Fascinating. Huh. It's a lot of game in this game. It is. It appears. 2:30 a.m. So I think I'm gonna go. I'm not sure if I will be streaming tomorrow. I do have evening plans. I will probably try to stream at some point over the weekend to make up for that. Because I also didn't stream on Tuesday this week. I have not managed to stream very much this week at all. But I am enjoying streaming a lot. I've just like had other things. So if some time comes up in the weekend, I will try to get a stream in. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. So there are 500 different cards in the game. 918 times 52. Looks like it's 18 times 52, which is more like 1,000. It's a good number of cards. Hey, Philip, thanks for the raid! Unfortunately, you have rated exactly as I am ending my stream. I had a great stream. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream yourself. So this has been Knock on the Coffin Lid. Full release was the 8th, which at this point was yesterday. Sponsored today by Redboon. I hope you've enjoyed checking it out with me. I am going to also play a bit of it offline and record a run for YouTube, specifically. So if you are subscribed to my YouTube, you can look out for that. And if you're not, You can be, if you'd like. You can catch my stuff on YouTube, videos of my Best Buy runs, stuff like that. I will see you all when I see you. Maybe... I don't really know. There's also Sunday we're doing games. We have a board game meetup once a month in Seattle. Yeah, I don't know. I may not be able to make a weekend stream work, but I'll give it my best. You will get an announcement on the Discord. If it happens, you can also be on the Discord with us. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.